HASCO Health and Safety Canada. I'm reading a Court Bulletin for the first time and getting my reaction to a construction company, Fatality, from a Brampton company. They were fined $150,000 for this. The penalty imposed was $150,000 plus 25% on the victim surcharge, so that gets added on to every fine. The background: the company was engaged on a construction project at the intersection of King Street and Heart Lake Road in Caledon, Ontario. The job consisted of the resurfacing of a portion of King Street, including water main repairs. On January 14th, 2019, 3 workers from the construction company were laying water pipe and in the bottom of the trench and connecting to connect to a concrete catch basin. One of the workers was operating a hydraulic excavator at grade and was leveling the earth in the bottom of the trench with the excavator bucket. This would allow the existing pipe to be attached to the catch basin. A second worker was acting as a signaler. Now, one thing about signalers, there's 3 rules for signalers. One is they have to remain in full eye contact of the operator of the equipment. The second condition is that the signaler spotter can see the intended path of travel. And the third thing is pretty easy: stay out of the path of travel. So that's the 3 things for spotters or signalers. So the second worker was acting as a signaler and using hand signals to guide the excavator worker. A third worker, a pipe layer, was standing at the top of the trench to one side. So we have 3 individuals now. The placement of the excavator's bucket and boom were centered on the trench and almost fully obstructed the operator's view of the trench wall, the catch basin, and the second worker, although the operator could see the second worker's hand signals. While a bucket of earth was being removed, the second worker was struck by the excavator bucket and was pinned between the bucket and the catch basin. Why is the bucket getting a full bucket being that close to a catch basin when you're trying to excavate? I wonder if they bumped the controls and something happened there. The third worker and an off-duty police officer who was hired by the company to direct traffic became aware of the event and called emergency services. The injured worker was taken to hospital, but he succumbed to the injuries. When it comes to police officers helping direct traffic, that's called work area protection, and we call it Book 7. It's Chapter 7 of the Traffic Manual in Ontario, and it is up to the municipality to determine whether or not a police officer needs to be stationed at any temporary road closures or partial closures due to funny intersections that might prove to be dangerous, things like that. So the defendant failed as a constructor to ensure that the signaler was in full view of the excavator operator, contrary to Section 106, subsection 2, Clause B, and that's of Regulation 213 for construction projects, and a second charge under Section 23, subsection 1, Clause A of the Occupational Health and Safety Act. And I will put that up here when I'm done this video to determine what that one is. Yeah, so the resolve for something like this, to make sure that you have a proper plan during a construction, any kind of movement on a construction site when it comes to equipment interacting with people. I think it's easy to assume that everybody would understand hand signs, but perhaps there was a communication gap here. There are signals that are hand signs that are typically used for crane operations, for hoisting and lifting loads, which is standardized. However, I'm not sure if there is some kind of standardization for hand signs on a construction site when you're guiding an excavator. Well, I hope you found this interesting at least, and thanks for watching this far. I'll keep doing these if everybody is interested in me doing this. Thanks. Talk to you soon.